Hello, everyone. It's Tyler LaRush from Bitcoin Magazine doing another episode of Meet the Plebs. Happy to be here with Zach, which is at Z Watson on Twitter. Zach, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit?
Hey, Tyler. Yeah, thanks for having me. It's great to be here. It was great running into you at a Bitcoin conference. Got chit-chatting and good to be here now. Like you said, I'm Zach, just a measly pleb, stacking sats and hodling. Doing what I can, mining some fiat. And really in the fiat world right now as a software developer, kind of in like the traditional banking finance side of things. Stacking as much as I can and hodling and living that pleb life. And now here we are.
the fiat mining respect.
Exactly.
Zach and I had a great time meeting at Bitcoin 2021 and the after party. So it was great to meet him. Zach, what is your Bitcoin rabbit hole story?
Back to Bitcoin 2021. Yeah, I think we first met out by the domes, which the signal was strong there, by like the Foss Dome and Swan Bitcoin. But yeah, then ran into each other again at the after party. But it's a small world in Bitcoin, so I'm sure I'll be seeing you around. But in regards to my Bitcoin rabbit hole story, it's definitely nothing too exciting or extravagant. Let's see. I first kind of heard about it back in high school, like 2012, 2013, where my one homie, his name was also Tyler. He had mentioned at one point, he's like, yeah, I want to get this new internet money, Bitcoin. And I remember at the time thinking, that sounds kind of interesting, but didn't really give it much thought after that, sadly. Didn't really follow up or dig deeper from there. So fast forward a few more years to getting into like 2016. I'm starting to invest more in some stocks and everything, and looking for types of NGU, and had a handful of good homies that were really into Bitcoin. Like they had gotten into it kind of like the 2013 bull run. These were good friends of mine, and they're very smart, very tech savvy. They're pretty liberty minded. They kind of exposed me to a lot of like the liberty movement and Ron Paul ideals. These guys are always just very forward thinking. So I respect them quite a bit, and just hearing them talk about it, how obsessed they kind of were with it at times, like, I should probably start paying attention and looking into this Bitcoin magic internet money. So kind of started digging from there. And then a few of us actually went to this music festival called Electric Forest. And my one good friend, Brad, had this, basically it's like 20-foot flagpole. It was just this big ass pole. And he had like this planet Earth flag on it and this Bitcoin flag on it. And so just like a weekend of kind of partying a little, getting a little lit, and just seeing him enthusiastically and vigorously wave that shit around all weekend kind of cracked me up and really kind of planted a seed and kind of started to orange pill me quite a bit. But that was kind of like one of my main takeaways from that trip, was like something about his energy and having that flag. Really planted that seed. I'm like, I really got to dig into this. And I heard like this halving thing was coming up, which supposedly a really good bullish indicator for its price for something. Didn't really know at the time. So then bought in right around that halving in 2016, and basically it's been stacking sats and hodling ever since. I did get a little into the shitcoin realm during that 2016 bull run or alt season, kind of whatever. I fell for some of the shitcoin marketing, whatever, and the traditional, gotta diversify talk and whatnot. So dabbled with some of them, like Ethereum, Litecoin, Monero. I then got Bitcoin Cash with the fork and everything. Stopped kind of buying those in 2018 then, and was like, okay, wait a minute. Started getting deeper down the rabbit hole, orange pill a little more, and realized kind of how scammy they were. So like traded them back for Bitcoin, and just stayed tunnel vision on that. More of a sat fiend, just focusing on stacking sats and avoiding them. And the Bitcoin standard kind of helped a lot too. I do a lot of props to Saifedean for also helping orange pill me and realizing how groundbreaking this sound money really is. That's kind of essentially how I got there. And since then, just been diving down more and more, stacking as much as I can and focusing on, bringing this to the rest of the world.
Yeah, that's awesome that you had an echo chamber that early, and hopefully maybe they're still your friends that were
Bitcoin.
That's amazing, especially them being that smart and liberty-minded that early, and just exposing you whether you were buying or not. Like, that's amazing right there.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to have people like that in your life that kind of help you expand your views and mind, I guess, at times. But yeah, it's definitely some still good friends that are into it. Some are more drifted to the more crypto route. Few are more maximalized and focused on mainly Bitcoin like me. But yeah, it's been cool. Like, still in good touch with them. And it's kind of funny how I've kind of started diving a little deeper than some of them even. So it's like, okay, now I'm orange pilling them about certain things, or it's like, oh, I'm diving into this, helping them learn. And so I don't know, it's just a good give and take. But yeah, definitely grateful to have people like that. How about you, Tyler? What's yours? I don't think I actually heard your rabbit hole story, really.
My rabbit hole story.
If you want to get all too deep into that, but
my rabbit hole story, like, just give a quick review because we definitely want to talk more about you. But I was at college orientation and
nice.
Grew up playing hockey with Dylan LeClaire, who works for Bitcoin Magazine, and he didn't really understand it too much, but he knew it was going to be big. And so kind of followed him on that journey. And then throughout the course of the school year, and then when COVID hit, it really gave us the opportunity, and especially like both of us, to dive down the rabbit hole. He dropped out after our freshman year. I'm dropping out after this year, my sophomore year, to just really get into Bitcoin. I mean, it's completely altered my worldview. I'm sure it has for you. How has Bitcoin changed your life?
Oh man, yeah, that is a loaded question for sure. But honestly, you're right. It just does change your worldview real quick, immensely. It's kind of funny. My homies that kind of helped expose me to it were also some hockey. Some of them were hockey guys as well. So some with puck kind of gets you thinking about it. Maybe not, but
yeah, no.
But yeah, in regards to how it's changed my life,
I would be pumped.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, like how it's changed me is just, yeah, that's a loaded question for sure. It's just changed me in a lot of ways, honestly. Just really helped change my perspective on just essentially everything, like how the world works and kind of how we got to this point. And like, yeah, once you go down that Bitcoin rabbit hole, everything does start, the world just seems to be a little clearer, a little more sense of clarity of like, oh, this makes sense why things are the way they are. Yeah, it's helped just helped me kind of strive to be the best version of self I can be, to build that kind of multi-generational sovereignty, like really lower my time preference for everything, to kind of more delayed gratification and just focus on the big picture more. And yeah, just also kind of like give me a sense of like a little bit of peace and clarity of just where we're headed with this, and so much hope for humanity, I guess, in the world. Yeah, I don't know how some people that know these no coiners stay so optimistic with the way all the chaos in the world. Like, without a Bitcoin, I would definitely not be as hopeful. I don't know, but yeah, it just kind of really just overall helped me refocus on like what's important, and yeah, buckle down and just really be the best I can. And I like the saying goes, like, you don't change Bitcoin, Bitcoin changes you. And I definitely agree to that and can attest to it. Just help me become a better version of myself overall. Strive to grow and learn as much as I can.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Like all of those statements. I mean, we joke about it on Bitcoin Twitter, but the fiat mentality versus Bitcoin is just, it's astoundingly different. What you said about having optimism as a person that is a no coiner, I was pretty pessimistic just about the world. Wasn't unhappy, but pessimistic about where the world was heading before I discovered Bitcoin. And I know you are too. It's just a world of optimism and hope for everyone. Bitcoin is hope.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, without it, it just seems so much more dystopian, technocracy, whatever future. And yeah, with it, it's like, dang, we got this. We're golden. We are set. But yeah, like you said, that fiat mindset too is the whole fiat society, fiat mindset is just that consumeristic, like quick now, instant gratification. I definitely used to be a lot more like that. And granted, I still have plenty of fiat-minded, low high time preference habits, but that's a work in progress. But it's definitely helped me become much more aware to all that, and just you see it, just how it has trickled into every corner of society, I guess. It's cool to see. Cool to see Bitcoin and how it can help change your perspective.
Yeah, detailing that optimism. What's the most amazing thing about Bitcoin to you?
Ooh, another tough question. There's just so much going on right now with it. It's hard to even pinpoint.
Yeah, list whatever you want or talk about whatever.
Exactly.
You don't have to pinpoint one.
No, let's see. I think one of the most exciting things for me personally is just the overall sovereignty that it's kind of coming with it, and everyone involved. How it's just kind of liberating so many people and empowering so many people, and just like creating just so many sovereign individuals and giving these so many people this position of strength and power, I guess you could say, prosperity, abundance, whatever. I just really love kind of all that sovereignty that's coming with it. I think it's pretty neat. And then honestly, and just like in regards to all these kind of individual sovereigns that's coming with it, I'd say like just the people involved with Bitcoin is super exciting, which I know some people say like the Bitcoin community isn't a thing or it's way too toxic or whatever, but I think it's some of the brightest, smartest, kindest, most awakened people in the world right now that it's nice to be around. It's good to see and very grateful to have so many people like-minded that are on the same path to kind of build this better future. I don't know. I'd say it's somewhere between just the sovereignty and freedom aspect it's giving people and overall, and then just the amount of like community that's being built up alongside it with the people. It is kind of tribal in a way.
Yeah, those are 2 points I completely agree with. I mean, big part of Bitcoin for me, initially it was the number go up, but now it's the song. I just would love to I just want to be left alone. I truly do. I just want to do my own thing. Do whatever
I'm with you on that. And we came for the NGU. We stay for the freedom or whatever they say. So I can definitely attest to it with you. Yeah, I just want to live my life, live low profile, left alone, opt out, tune in, opt out.
Exactly. There's truly nothing better than that for me right now, especially in this world. And Bitcoin enables that for us, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's such a nice tool to have and enables it immensely. Yeah. And it's cool. And it's nice to see a lot of people who feel the same way.
Well, in the future, like we're definitely going to be sovereign individuals, but in the immediate future or just long term, what are you most looking forward to in the Bitcoin space?
Let's see. I say kind of along that sovereignty route is I love to see like all these kind of tools for sovereignty that are being built. A lot of these kind of like open source projects to build this like free and open society for people. I think that's some of the coolest stuff. Like there was even this one project at the Foss Dome there. I forgot the guy's name or what it was even called, but he basically had this like travel size suitcase almost, which was like very weatherproof, and it had like a built-in node in it and everything, and it was like hooked up to like Starlink and like a hotspot or something. So it was like literally like a remote off the grid node to like hook into the network. So it's like something like that. I think it's pretty cool to like help kind of like people like in El Salvador, which a little more their infrastructure isn't as up to date, or it's like when you have tools like this being built, we can literally go off grid or go in the middle of the jungle and get people plugged in, which is pretty cool. And I think along that lines too with open source kind of work that a lot of people are doing, like a lot of those privacy projects too, I've been kind of really drawn to lately. It's been really kind of attracting my attention. Kind of like a lot of stuff what they're doing with like Samurai, Ronin Dojo, all that kind of privacy, sovereign aspects of it. Because like no privacy, no freedom, and like stealth is wealth at the end of the day. So I think that's pretty cool what they're doing with that. Because like at the end of the day, Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer electronic cash system and network or whatever. So it's like you want to be able to use it like cash, where it's fungible and anonymous too as well. And then also that also ties into kind of the lightning aspect of it too, which I, like a lot of other people, is also really excited about. It's really fascinating all they're doing with that, like everything from like Jack and Lightning and whatnot to like projects like Zeus, or even like them opening like dual founded channels. And that one is just like all the Lightning too is just a whole another, I don't know, open field of innovation right now. So yeah, I'd say, yeah, just a combination of the sovereignty tools and then being able to like be a truly electronic peer-to-peer cash system between Lightning and kind of privacy aspects of it. That's been kind of my main excitement in the space lately, or what I've been trying to absorb as much knowledge as I can about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's great that you're doing that. I mean, some Bitcoiners, I mean, they're just, for some reason, I don't understand. They don't really care too much about that. But the thing is, like, that's the future. And when things go to shit, if they do,
I didn't
like,
care as well.
Yeah, if they do, then like you need to be protected, like you are.
Yeah, exactly. And like I didn't even care as much like early on. And that was kind of more, I went down the rabbit hole more. I realized how important some of this is. And then it was kind of really, especially last year during like the COVID 1984 lockdown stuff, where I'm like, dang, that kind of like lit a fire under my ass to be like, okay, I really got to up my privacy and security big time. And like get that all aligned more. So yeah, that's where I've been pretty interested in lately. I definitely don't know a lot still, and still got a lot of improvement to do, but I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of those tools for being private, for sovereign, and then also, yeah, with the Lightning, making it quick and accessible to everyone. It's a cool combination.
Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin has so many rabbit holes to go down. Are you currently going down the, I guess, more hardware wallet / privacy aspect right now, or are you down a different rabbit hole as well?
I'd say that's where I'm going down a lot right now. Not so much of the hardware as much. I mean, a little bit, like, because I'm definitely like, I still gotta take a lot more precautions and steps to secure everything. But yeah, especially the privacy, I've definitely been diving down that a lot more too. That and Lightning has just been, yeah, the main two rabbit holes. But there's just, yeah, like you said, there's so much going on. It's tough to stay caught up almost. And like we already got shit being built on top of Lightning on layer 3. Like it's like the space moves quick, but super exciting at the same time. So I can't complain. How about you? What you've been focused on mainly lately?
Well, like my rabbit hole right now, I mean, it's also the Lightning network. I mean, I think just in the past year with my Lightning wallets, the user interface has gotten so much better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's so much easier to use everything. Even Blue Wallet has improved like tenfolds in the past year.
For real.
Like
it's
right now,
just so much more convenient.
For my rabbit hole, heading towards the mining realm. I really want to learn about something that's sustainable and is going to be there, because mining is going to be there obviously forever, or however long Bitcoin lasts, which would be long past my life and long past my children's life. So I figured
your children's children.
Exactly. But
yeah, that is super cool. And it's non-KYC coins too, and you're continually getting them. I was looking a little bit into that. I haven't dive too deep down that. Yeah, that is on the backlog to-do list to learn more. But like I live in an apartment currently, so like I've been looking for ways to do it, because most of them, like the Antminers or What's Miner, are like like 240 volts, I think, or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's like I have one of those in my like right behind my dryer in my apartment, so I'm like, oh, maybe I could hook up something there, but I could heat up the whole apartment or just be way too loud. But yeah, that is a cool one to learn more of. I mean, we're mining it with volcanoes now. Like, how awesome is that?
Exactly. And like what's so underrated is there's so many different ways to just channel energy, and the incentives are like, I mean, Iceland has been utilizing the geothermal energy from volcanoes for a year or two now to mine.
Oh, really?
And no one even talks.
Good for them.
No one even talks about that.
Like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Flush it on the table. No big deal.
And then El Salvador comes in. Yeah, but that's just a mining hole. I want to dive down.
That's cool.
It's so much to learn. It's really intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredibly intimidating. Same with the privacy for me.
A little overwhelming at times.
Exactly. Like your privacy rabbit hole is intimidating as well, especially since, I mean,
I've been taking baby steps for sure with that. Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to fuck something up already. My OPSEC is terrible. Oh. Yeah, with mining too. I was talking to someone the other day who was like, he was like looking into it with like, he had family that worked with like nuclear energy. And so like he was trying to like see how he could incorporate it with that. But I'm like, dang, that would be wild too. But yeah, it's because we're capturing all this stranded energy everywhere, making it more efficient. It's really driving the green revolution. It's boiling the oceans.
Yeah, it's going to drive the green revolution. It's going to take all this wasted and like off-grid energy and completely utilize it.
Yeah, it's so cool. Make everything much more efficient and just optimize. And yeah, it's really cool to see. Do you have a miner?
I have one right now, but I don't even have it. I got to set up for a little bit, but I just...
That's pretty cool.
Gotta figure out. I'm also kind of like you. I got to figure out a different way to harness the electricity.
I really don't know much, but yeah, I've heard for some of them, you want that bigger outlet or whatever, more powerful outlet.
Exactly. It's so much energy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like modern day gold rush. We're mining away.
I guess to finish it up, what is your price prediction for 2021 for the end of it, and then for 2020 or for 2030, what is your price prediction?
Okay. I don't know. I think by the end of this year, I think we will hit sat cent parity, which that'd be over $1 million. So I think we could do that before the end of the year.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think we can do it easy. I think we get a couple of cents per sat. Yeah.
I mean, the trillions of...
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. How much is printed? It's like as soon as we pass gold to, which would be like, I don't know, 500, 600,000, then games really begin. I mean, we're officially dethroned and demonetized the previous soundest money the world has ever known. That was like used for thousands and thousands of years since before biblical times. And then once we officially dethrone that, and then I think a lot of hype will start coming.
So more and more. So in 2030, are we in full hyper Bitcoinization?
I think so. I think we have sat dollar parity by 2033 at the latest. So it'd be like 100 mil coin. By 2030, I think it'll be at least 10 million by then. I think that's bearish. I think that's bearish too. And I think, we can do full hyper Bitcoinization by then. No, I think it might even be a super cycle and start happening this year, but who knows? It's hard to say.
Yeah. I mean, in 2030, the nominal value might be 10 million or 100 million, but the real value is probably going to be around there as well.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, the nominal value would be at 100 million if the real value is at 10 million. But then by that point, we're just talking about sats. We're not even referring to our shitty fiat currencies.
Yeah, exactly. But that's why I think it'll be over $1 million easily this year. Is like because inflation is so dang high. They're printing like crazy. Print to go burr.
Yeah, it's absolutely absurd. Bitcoin fixes this though.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well,
and thank God for Bitcoin. For
exactly.
Sure.
Thank God for Bitcoin. Well, Zach, it's been great having you on. Happy you could hop on for my first solo one.
Yeah, Tyler, thanks for having me. It's good to hear from you again. I'm sure
guys can
we'll stay in touch.
What's the best way to get in contact with you? Twitter?
Yeah, probably Twitter at Z Watson, ZWATSON. OPSEC terrible. I know. I'm some music pleb, stacking sats, hodling, doing what I can, doing my part or whatever. But yeah, you probably got to add the @ sign on it too when you search it. If you do, so I have noticed that it doesn't always appear without that. I might be shadow banned or something. I don't know, but yeah, mainly Twitter, lurking, shit posting, whatever, having fun.
All right, Zach, we'll see you, and hopefully I get to see you at a meetup or something soon. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, hopefully soon.